What's the sheet? A reference? A reference for what? A loan? What kind of loan? For how much? Did you say 10,000?
Now I have to sit here and wait because the neighbors are actually right outside on the sidewalk. So I don't want them to think they have a crazy neighbor that's talking into a camera. You know, people don't understand about the YouTuber life. So me talking into the camera, it's not exactly normal around here. So it looked like everybody went inside. So yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Oh man guys, what is going on today? D Creator here, back with another YouTube video. But today in this video, we're going to be talking about my V6 to V8 swap 1998 Mach 1. So basically I'm going to be talking about the price of how much it takes to swap the car. But before we get into that, a couple incidents happening this month and it been kind of crazy. So if you guys haven't noticed, in the first part of the video, we got a cat. Her name is Binks, and she is 6 weeks old. And I'm kind of surprised our dogs are doing okay. We still watching them, but they doing pretty good. Man, there's a lot of big trucks driving through the neighborhood. I don't think anybody wanted me to make my video today. It's crazy. We also has an incident with my dog actually jumping through a window. Do you want to explain what happened? Huh? Hey. Do you want to explain what happened to the window? You want to tell them that you busted out? Was it fun? And if that's not crazy enough, I am pretty much, well, probably not anymore, but it been a couple of days, but an incident had happened where I was pretty much hated on by the SN95 community. And if you don't know what SN95 means, it's the 94 to 04 body styles of this car, pretty much. So this is a 98, so this goes for 94 to 98 body styles, and 99 through 04 is the new age body styles. So pretty much part of the group don't like me because of an incident happened with this crazy guy. It's a guy that has this nice build on YouTube, or not YouTube, but on Instagram. He's just got it painted and everything. He got a body style like mine. It just, fame get to people. And it's just crazy how they act. So I'm not that type of guy to be always judgy on people, and I'm not that type of guy to always like talk about people's builds. I actually appreciate everybody's builds. So if you feel like that I'm being judgmental, no offense, but I'm probably not. I'm probably just giving you my honest opinion about the build, and that's it. Anyway guys, long story short, I'm not finna drag this on because this is not what the video is about. The guy pretty much tried to put me on blast on Facebook, and then realized what he did, and he felt bad about it the next day, because literally the next day I had like a whole bunch of hate comments from a lot of people that I didn't even know, talking about my car, talking about how it's a V6, which, I mean, it's not a V6 anymore, but it's in a V6 body. Talking about my spoiler, talking about the fake shaker. Yeah, that ain't fake. Pretty much he apologized to me, but the way he apologized was, hey man, I didn't know that was you, and I didn't know that you was on my Facebook page, because I saw it on Instagram. So I don't know, it's old news, it's stupid. Just don't let the fame get to you. Alright guys, now we're gonna be talking about how much it cost me to do a V6 to V8 swap on my 1998 Mach 1. To be honest, if you're trying to do this and you're trying to base this off of, you know, my build, and if you're trying to V8 swap your V6, I'm just going to be honest with you. The price is going to vary. It's going to be from here to over here, then over there. It's crazy. So there are two ways that you can go about V6 to V8 swapping your Mustang or whatever vehicle you want to do. One way is buying every single part that you need, as in the engine, transmission, wiring harness, rear end, computer, controls, just the whole wazoo of stuff that you need to have a V8 in your car. So it can be the K member, it can be transmission mount, it can be like control arms, and just a bunch of stuff that you need to get. You can either do that, or you can just buy you a donor car. And to be honest, that's probably the best way to go, is with the donor car, because you pretty much have everything there already, so you don't have to really worry about like trying to find all these stuff on the internet and, you know, just price different things. Because I mean, to be honest, I kind of did both with this swap. It's just, I'll explain what it cost me to do. Pretty much get everything that I needed for the Mach 1. I got a donor car, so the Mach 1 itself was $3,800, and essentially that's all I needed to swap everything in this car, because everything bolted right up. I didn't have to worry about anything like, you know, not bolting up or not wiring up, because all I had to do was disconnect it and put it back together, pretty much. If you get a donor car, it's not really much to it. You know, the price to V8 swap your car with a donor car is pretty much how much you get the donor car for, and that's really it. Depending on if you're doing like a SN95 body style, or you can do it with the Fox body, but I think you have to buy a little bit extra stuff, as in like a transmission mount or something like that, or gauge cluster, just, you know, just stuff so it can look decent in the car. Pretty much that's really it. Now let's say you do decide that you want to just buy everything separately, and buy everything that you don't want to have to deal with a donor car and selling pieces off the car or scrapping the car or something like that. Let's say you don't want to do that. You just want to buy the stuff. Just want to buy the stuff that you need. Well, let me go ahead and pull out my list of things that, yeah. Like I told you, the donor car, I bought it for $3,800. Nothing but trucks coming through here again. I don't know. But like I said, I bought the car, the donor car, for $3,800. Everything was good on it, but the rear end needed some work. It was a GT rear end, so it wasn't a Mach 1 rear end, it was a GT rear end. The transmission was a 5-speed, and the synchros was bad on second and third, so it either needed a rebuild or a new transmission. So I kind of already knew about that. I pretty much already bought another transmission, and I was planning on rebuilding the rear end, so that wasn't that big of a deal to me. Basically what I did was I bought the transmission. I bought an automatic transmission, so I did this. What is going on in my house? But I basically bought an automatic transmission because I was young and I wasn't really thinking straight. I should have kept it a 5-speed, but I was driving it every day and I didn't feel the need to drive a 5-speed every single day. Looking back on it, should have kept it a 5-speed. So I bought the transmission for $720. Yeah, pretty penny. So I already got that. I was good. And then I knew I had to rebuild the rear end. What I didn't know was I had to rebuild the rear end not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times. So the first time I did it myself, and it wasn't that I messed up, but it was making a noise that I couldn't hear because the car was so loud. I probably spent I want to say like $50 rebuilding it myself. And all I did was put seals on it and stuff like that. That was it. And then I decided to put the 373 gears in it, since I was taking it to shop to rebuild it. So the 373 gears was $800 for the gears and installation. Yeah, another pretty penny. So I was like, ooh, okay. Well, not only did they charge me a lot for them, they didn't put them in right. So later down the line, I end up having to spend, let's say, $200 more on rebuilding it again. And that was for new seals. I had to get a new clutch kit. I had to get a new bearing kit because they did not seat the bearings right. In the end, I could have bought a brand new rear end for the price I did for rebuilding my rear end 4 times. Now, as far as the motor, and a lot of people know about this from my YouTube channel. If you follow along since the beginning of the build, y'all understand what is going on. I swapped the car, put the motor in, and the motor was strong. Felt great. And then out of nowhere, white smoke out the exhaust.
In the arms of the angel.
Pretty sure I damaged some rings, or I don't know, cracked the piston. I don't know. At the time, I was kind of like, well, I don't have this type of mechanical experience of taking apart a motor and putting it back together. So I decided to buy me another engine. And let me tell you something, Mach 1 engines are not cheap. I thought they would be a little bit cheaper because they're not Terminator engines. But geez, alright. The Mach 1 engine was $3,600. $3,600. Crazy. And that was because I bought it from AutoZone. I got a discount on it. Yeah, crazy discount. It didn't seem like one, but it still was a discount, so it's all good. It was a low miles motor. I want to say it was under 50,000 miles, so that's good. Had a either 1 year or 3 year warranty. I'm not sure which one, but it had a warranty on it. So I was like, I mean, I couldn't really beat that, and plus I didn't want to go to the junkyard and get one and hope that it works. In the end, I pretty much spent money on an engine, spent money on a transmission, spent money on a rear end, and also I had to buy a computer because I had to keep on switching it back and forth from manual to automatic. So that was $300 for the computer too. So I don't even know exactly what I was thinking about. Before I even talk about, how much I spent on the overall price of everything, that's including the donor car. I want to say when I first got the donor car and I thought there was nothing wrong with it, I pretty much just did everything that you can think about doing before you put it in the car. So I got long tube headers, I did my exhaust, I did a cold air intake, I did gears, did a sound system, just you know, a whole bunch of odds and ends about just random stuff. I did suspension mods. I did upper, lower control control arms. I did new ball joints, just what have you. Drill slotted rotors, new brakes, brake pads, rotors, tune. Just, man, I did so much stuff with this car. It's just, so the price that I'm about to give y'all is not, it's not a like exact amount that you guys will pay. It's just what I did when I was like trying to do all this stuff. I was young again, and I didn't have that much mechanical experience. But in all, I'd spent that much on it. $12,689.49. I should have just bought a Mach 1. Look, I didn't expect my motor to mess up. I didn't expect my rear end to be rebuilt like 400 or 500, 600 different times. Yeah, mistakes was made and was learned. Now, however, on this car right here, the Fox body, all I had to do was put the V6 motor in there and buy a couple other stuff. And what I spent on there, including the car itself, spent $2,192.28. So that right there is a much better price than this thing. Learn from me. Make sure that you always check your car. If you get a donor car, please get a donor car. Not if, but do get a donor car. Make sure you do. Check everything that you need to check out. And just do a bunch of research just to make sure that everything that you have going on, you know that it's not going to fail on you. Like this did. It's good now. Knock on glass. Knock on wood. Just make sure you do your research and just be prepared for pretty much anything to happen, because we never know with cars, especially Mustangs. Alright guys, that's about it for this video. Please like, comment, subscribe. If you're new to the channel, say what's up. You know, comment down below, say hey, my content, please subscribe. And I'm glad y'all here. Thank you for being here. And I think somebody's trying to come outside. Can I help you?
I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, but my mom is running us to Kroger.
I'm literally just finished the video. So if you want to close it out for me.
Bye guys. Have a good day. Peace out.